G'day everyone. Today we'll do the unboxing and first impression of this new Dell Latitude 7210. This is a 12-inch premium business tablet. It is a 2-in-1, so it actually converts into a laptop by having one of those snap-on keyboards. So it's very similar to the Microsoft Surface Pros that you see. Now, this is the 2020 refresh model of this 7200 series. It does replace the 7200 there. Now, I will be creating a follow-up video on this once I have a little bit more time and do more tests on it. So I'll put a link in the description below for that follow-up video when that's available, so you can check that video out as well too. So let's get on with the unboxing first, okay? So I've got my trusty nice little knife I've always have. So let's get on with the slits here. Okay, let's get on. I've got the slit here and here, and down there. And of course we need to do those nice little slits here. I might just give that another whack at it, those ones there, just in case I do make it through. Put this safety back on. All right, let's put that aside. Now let's try and get this through. Oh, these have always been difficult trying to wipe these things out. Finally got it through. All right, let's see what's inside of this thing here. All right, I'm just gonna flip this to the side and we'll just unpack it this way here. So first off, we've got the power adapter. Now, I can definitely see the power cord here. That's a power cord and it's got 3 prongs there. I think they really need to show that one part there. I'll just move that across. I'll move that across. Now I've got the power adapter. Now this hasn't really changed since the previous one. No, yes, it has. It's actually no longer a barrel style. It is USB-C style. So that's a nice welcome change to that. I think the previous might be actually USB-C style. I can't remember. I have to check my old video again, but this isn't a USB-C style, so that's nice to see. It is a 65-watt power one. It has the same shape as well too, because I've noticed the 7310 has changed its shape for the power adapter, so that's a bit of an interesting there, but still feels pretty much like the previous model, the 7200 power adapter there, just with different change of models for the power adapter there. All right, I'm going to put that aside. All right, let's have a look. I'm going to try and pull this thing out. Oh, there's a bit of a, okay, it always has a maze. Okay, we'll just move that across, some things there. All right, I can see some, I'm going to try and pull this thing out slowly without trying to drop anything on its side, because normally I would flip this across. All right, here we go. That's the laptop itself. We've got some documentations, as always. Who needs them? All right, now I'll just unpack these things up. Now let's check those across and we'll just have this laptop come through. Oh, okay, here we go. Now I've just got this laptop here. Ooh, actually, I can definitely feel something different here. It feels thinner than the previous model. I have to check the actual dimensions here. Feels thinner than the previous model, and I can definitely straight away feel it's got a little bit more refined finish to it. It's no longer as how shall we call it, edgy and boxy. The corners, it's got a bit of a rounded edge to them. I do like that. They've actually made a little change to that there. But anyway, I'll just put it aside and we'll continue on again with it. All right, so what else have we got here? We've then got another box down here, and it's just empty there, so that's it pretty much. I'll chop that to the side. Now I'm thinking this should be the keyboard, as I would expect. So that keyboard cover here. Now, get the knife back out again. They've got these nice little sticker tabs that actually keep these things in place. And of course you've got both sides. I've done a few of these, so I know that they've always got 2 sides to it. All right. And then I'll just pop that through. There we go. And the keyboard doesn't look any different than previously, I don't think. I think this one also it shares the same keyboard cover as the previous model, which is the 7200 there. I think they're both compatible to each other as well too, so I think it's the exact same one. Yeah, pretty much. It has the exact same feel to it. I wonder if the trackpad is still the same size. I have to really compare it on my video. I don't have 7200 on hand with me at the moment, so yeah. But I think this is a little bit lighter actually. I think it's actually lighter than the previous one. I think this is a different model there. I'm going to have to actually check on Dell website, and I also have to ask Dell themselves. I think this actually feels a lot lighter, because that was one of the complaints I had with the 7200. I felt the keyboard was actually heavier than the previous model which was the one that I was trying to replace, which was the Latitude 5290. And I felt the keyboard was a bit heavier, but this one feels a bit lighter. So I think that maybe they overall just made this one generally lighter and just nicer feel to it. Travel of the key wires feels pretty much the same. I actually like this, very similar there. I've actually played with a lot of the Surfaces keyboard type covers, and I like that as well. So this is very similar there. It's not the same, but it does feel very similar there for sure. And it feels definitely, you can definitely type this for a while anyway. So it's nice you've got a bit of keyboard travel. I can tell you, it's better than a MacBook keyboard for sure. Even with the new butterfly keys they've actually put back, the non-butterfly keys they've replaced now on the MacBook. So it definitely has actually more travel than that. I definitely like that. And I'm gonna actually snap this back onto this keyboard. So it's magnetic, as you can see, and pretty much you can just flip it and then cover it like there. Now generally it feels about similar with those two combined. So I don't think but I can definitely feel just generally the back feels about the same, the edges, as the previous model. I think maybe a little bit less edgier. I definitely know the front of it is not as, it does have a bit of a curvedness to it. So that's definitely a nice welcome change there. Now, I'm telling you guys, if you realize if you can just do this, it will actually kick the kickstand out. So that's nice. So that kind of, I was wondering if it actually made a difference in the magnet, because this is one of the complaints I've had from a lot of my users, is this comes off quite easily. So I'm just going to bring this down, and that, I'm putting a lot of force down there, and that's not coming off, so that's good. I'm actually going to bring this up a little bit more, and I'm going to really try to, so that's actually a lot of force on down there anyway. So you wouldn't be pushing down here anyway. It's more if you type in like your number system here. So I'm going to push. That's still about the same, maybe a little bit better than before. So whoop, I nearly lost that one there, but that's where I'm actually pressing quite a fair bit on the one of the things I've had issues with these ones here, I've been told, is if you're on the plane and you're using the plane tray, this likes to fall back into it. So you actually have this quite high up because of the tray is actually quite close to you if you're in economy class there anyway. Hence why this is one of the things I test, because I've been hearing that these things quite easily like to come off the magnet there. But this one seems to be okay, and I think, yeah, it's pretty much will just drop itself. It won't hold that at all. I think the Surfaces only make it a little bit stronger magnet, but it's very similar there. So yeah, you wouldn't be picking it up from there. It's good just to pick up from both sides anyway, just as a top tip, I have to say. All right, let's give it a go. Let's have a quick look at the back end here. So I don't think they've changed much. Now, the Latitude 7210 do run a 10th generation Intel core, whereas the actually older previous model, which is the 7200, that ran off the 8th generation Intel core. Now, I don't know why they skipped the 9th generation, but hey, we'll always welcome a more newer CPU, don't we? More better processing, more power, hopefully makes it a lot better. All right, let's keep going for it. So let's see, I'm going to actually turn this baby on, and I can definitely see there's still backlit. So I don't, like I said, I'm not that difference with there. So let's have a look at the ports here. So I've got a Noble lock on the right hand side. I've still got the USBs 3.1 Gen 1 on the right side as well. Now on the left side here, we've got the headphone jack, combo jack, and we've got the volume up and volume down, and we've got the SD card reader here, which is great. That's a micro SD card, and then we've got two Thunderbolt ports as well. So that hasn't really changed in ports wise anyway. At the top here, on the right hand, we've got the power button as well. So not much in terms of changing on all the cosmetics of it. I don't see much difference on the back neither. So pretty much, I wonder if the Hinge has actually made a bit of a difference there.
Hi there.
Whoa,
I'm Cortana,
sorry.
and I'm here to help.
I know, Cortana. I might just turn you off down there. That's about it.
Voice mode on.
I want voice mode off. All right, let's put this back down. I just want to quickly just check on how easy that is to lift, because this is one of the things about Surface Pros. They actually talk about this being very easy to lift, and this is definitely not as easy, but it is definitely, I can definitely feel this is sturdy. This one will probably last a fair bit. I don't think this one's going to be hard to really kill off, so that's definitely a good thing there. So built to last, and it's got a nice aluminium finish for the kickstand for sure, and the back feels like aluminium as well too, which is good. Now I also noticed that at the back here there is a fingerprint reader here, so that's nice if you need to use that. And I'm pretty sure this one which has IR, so you can just use Windows Hello there. So I do know this has a webcam, which is a 1080p webcam, so that's kind of good. So again, great for your video conferencing these days, especially in the COVID-19. We do a lot of video conferencing these days anyway. And that's actually 5 megapixels in front, and at the back here it should be about at 8 megapixels, so there's not much change I've been told from that there for there. So overall, glass-wise, it feels a little bit different to the previous model. I need to actually check with Dell if they actually changed the actual glass on it. It feels a little bit better and smoother there. I definitely, when I do the review for this 7210, I will do definitely a brightness test to see how bright it goes in a way. I just want to quickly just do that, so I can try and bring that up. Function, bring that up. That's at max at the moment, so I don't think it's changed too much in brightness wise compared to the previous model there. Sorry to interrupt, but after filming the unboxing video of the 7210, I contacted Dell to actually find out more clarification and also what improvements they've made of the 7210 compared to the 7200. Now they actually come back to me. The first thing was about the glass on this. Now the glass is the exact same in the 7210 and the 7200, so they both share the cornering Gorilla Glass DX. So hasn't been changed there, but I do feel that the cornering of these is a little bit better on the 7210. That's what I feel anyway. Now there's also another new feature they've added to the 7210, and that's to do with their kickstand. So of course, firstly, when you actually bring up the cover and put it up, it will automatically wake itself up. Now what it can also do, and I'm just going to turn this to sleep mode here, is the kickstand now can auto power itself on as well. So if I flick the kickstand, it will automatically turn itself on as well. That's pretty cool there. So it's actually got the ability to do that in the 7210. Now I have tested it out. It will not start the computer if the computer is turned off. So that kickstand does not start it off. It's only if it's in sleep mode and it's just powering on off sleep there. So that kickstand can do that there, which is kind of nice there. So I'll just turn that off and I'll just flick the kickstand on and it would actually automatically turn it on. So that's a new feature in the 7210. And let's get back to the video. As I was waiting for this computer to actually log into Windows, I actually was cleaning up and reading some of the documentation of this keyboard here. Turns out this keyboard is the 7200 travel keyboard. So it's the exact same one as the previous model there. So I don't know why, I just felt this keyboard was a little bit lighter than the previous model. I just don't have them side by side, so I couldn't really tell. So I'm not human, I do make mistakes there as well too. So please ignore what I said earlier, that it could be a different keyboard. It is not. It is the exact same keyboard as the 7200, the previous gen there. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video or find it informative. Give it a like, and if you hadn't already subscribed to my channel by hitting that subscribe button on the bottom hand screen, just to even support me and to keep up to date. And just remember, imperfections in life makes it beautiful and interesting. I'll see you next video.